Got a little Bitcoin and Chainlink analysis video for you here. We've got Bitcoin here on the daily chart, clearly in a downtrend, folks. Clearly in a downtrend. Now, if you have a chart at home, you will want to draw in these parallel channels where I got them. You can see it. I've got this orange trend line going down through here. You can see it's I basically could draw another parallel channel there, but it's not exact, right? You can see a rough average. What's the word I'm looking for? A rough support, rough resistance, and so I just left that in there. It looks pretty good. But anyways, you can see I have a buy order set at 25,332. I've got another buy order set at 24,357. You can see where I have those here. Why I have them here. This white line horizontal at 25,330 is major support. It goes back here to the left. It's the range we're in, the bottom of the range we're in. Yellow is the top. Second white line down to the very bottom. You can see it, resistance, resistance, resistance. We've bounced off of it on the daily chart 3 times now. The last one actually went a little below it. So it actually broke down through it. The more times it comes and bounces down off there, the likelihood of it actually breaking becomes higher. Now, the Bitcoin could still pump back up. There's no guarantee. Go down to the hourly chart here. Scrunch it down so you can see where we're at in that channel. There it is. So you can see a little better here, I suppose. You can see on the hourly chart 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5 times this came down and bounced off there, that area. Right now, look where it's at. You can see the support line here. I really like these parallel channels. You can see this one particularly, this line here coming down. Look at how strong that is. I got my magnet on. This one here coming down. You can see how strong that is. I should probably have a trade along there somewhere, but I just figured it's close enough to that white horizontal line where I have my trade $2 above that white horizontal line, anticipating it come down and bouncing off of it again and then going back up. I would look to take profit. You know, anytime in profit's a good time to take profit, but this orange line would be probably a place to take a profit if that were to happen. And the top of the channel up here, you can see I have a short at 27,111. I have a short position. So if it were to go up there right now, that short would enter. If it were to dive down first, and maybe one of these positions will fill and then go back up, that's already set automatically, right? You can see how it would this short position up here would actually turn into a take profit line. So I have that all set up in case it happens while I'm not paying attention. And I just want to show you that. That's what I'm doing. Let's go back to the daily chart. You can see it in better. That's just what I'm doing. I'm not telling anyone to do this. That's just what I'm looking at. If I stay disciplined, I can just really do good. And for some stupid reason, I get caught not paying attention, or someone puts a tweet out on Twitter and I get burned. So always use stop loss orders and that kind of stuff. Be safe. Let me show you a trade where I got stuck in. Maybe this won't be a short video. So here's another trade on Bitcoin I have on a different account. You can see I have the 2 green line down here set to take profit. Yellow line on top is my liquidation price. This is a short. You can see, just go down here and look at all the info. You can see I got stuck in it a while ago. And this was Twitter, right? This was the bank failure and CZ on Twitter. It's basically just a fake hype pump. And I do believe we're coming down back out of that now. So, you know, I was too hard-headed to use a stop loss. I was too hard-headed to take, to just take a small loss and get out of this. And I let it ride, right? And it just got really bad. But you can see stubbornness can be a fault. Stubbornness can be a virtue. And I've just stayed stubborn. And you can see it coming back down now. I tried to make a couple videos lately about the funding rate, and I made a bad video with bad information, and I tried to make a retraction video, and I repeated the same bad information. In a short position right now on Bitcoin, the funding rate is positive 0.01%. They pay me on this trade. It's 15,557. They pay me 0.01% every 8 hours on that. That doesn't sound like much, but it's positive, right? You can see I'm in profit. They've paid me $238, which I've reinvested that money, and that'll be like $1.50, be like be about $4 or so. I mean, the funding rate changes. It'll be about $4.50 today. They'll pay me if that funding rate stays where it's at. That's 0.01%, and I was saying 0.1% and just being stupid. But anyways, I just want to clarify that was bad information. In a long position on Bitcoin right now, you will be paying 0.01%. So right now, the longs are paying the shorts. Bitcoin, in my opinion, folks, is looking weak, and I do anticipate it breaking down below the 25,000 level. This looks like a pretty strong downtrend. Now, this downward facing, this descending parallel channel that I have all this in time is actually quite bullish pattern. At some point in time, I don't know when, but at some point in time, this is a $3,000 target out of this channel. Wherever if it happens down here, boom, right? Or if it happens in a couple of days, boom. It is a $3,000 bullish target. So just keep that in mind. But I do think this is getting more bearish by the day, and you can see the 27,850 line has now become way up out of the channel. So these top two lines on this channel, blue channel going down, I do think is probably going to be pretty harsh resistance. Currently today, if it tried to test the top, it would be 27,250. In a couple of days, it'll be 27,000. So keep the number 27,000. 27,000 can be harsh resistance in the coming near future. I started nibbling on NEO on the recent altcoin drop. This is a 2x leverage trade. I could get out of it now and take a profit. It's just a little one, as you can see. But I'm just kind of nibbling. Maybe I let this run for the next year. Who knows what happens for sure. The funding rate has a lot to do with it. As you can see, I'm down 9 cents. I just opened this yesterday. I'm up 270 if I were to take profit. And that's just a 2x on NEO. NEO is basically just something I want to mention. I really like NEO, right? It's not just Google NEO and read how it's different than other cryptos. And I do think in the real world, it does have a real purpose, and it might have real growth that we actually use. So check that out. There's a lot of tailwinds that could really blow it high, and just check that. Let's go to link. But these altcoins with the recent crash are just probably really strong buys right now. I'm buying Chainlink over on Robinhood. Last night I bought a little on Robinhood. I think I'll just let it sit on Robinhood, just on the spot market. So what I want to show you here, let's get rid of these lines. I'll show you what these lines are. This is the Chainlink daily chart, and I want to show you where these white lines are coming from. I want to show you what's going on. I should have made a video a while back. I kind of touched on it. Chainlink has found support at the $5 level. Now let me show you where I get this from, and you should learn to do your own analysis. So back here, you go back in history and look, right? This is way back in May of 2020, actually before the last parabolic halving push. Bitcoin's halving was shortly before this time right here. So we're going to go back. I'm going to take this horizontal line. I'm going to put it right here. Turn my magnet on to get accurate reading. We're going to put it right here on top of this wick. Right on that wick. Boom. Right there. $4.98. I'm just calling it $5. You can see how it was resistance, and it was let's put another horizontal line here. See if it's the same on this wick here. Boom. $4.94. I'm just calling it $5. And you can see recently I made a video saying, I think, let's get rid of that second one just to make it less irritating to look at. I made a video back here before this happened. I just barely touched on it. I regret not making a better video about it. But yesterday I took a trade when it came down here and hit. You can see it bounced directly off that line. See that? See how that works? Boom, look at that. Let's go to the hourly chart on Chainlink here. See a little better detail. Look at that. Okay, this was the dump coming down off of it. This is where I noticed $5 was support. But here, right there, boom, that's what I'm talking about. Look at $5 exactly. Let's draw a line in there. Let's just see. Is it 5 exactly? I haven't looked. Boom. $5 and 3/10 of a penny. See that? So call it $5. Humans like $5. The bots and the computers will like $4.98, if that makes any sense to anyone. $5. So it's kind of a mixture of minds, whatever you want to call it. But there it is. So on Chainlink right now, today, if I see it come down, I watch it on my phone while I'm not working. If I see it come down, it's like I have alerts on Robinhood set up. If I see it come down to $5.05, I'm going to go ahead and take a long position. This is still showing down on the bottom. It's still showing my NEO trade, so disregard it. But I'll do it again, right? I think $5 is probably the support of this. It looks like it. Let's go back to the daily. It looks like Chainlink has set a new range that might be really nice to trade in. You can see for a long time it traded from, say, $5.40 up to like $8.99, almost 10. What's interesting here is I'm going to draw some more horizontal lines for you. Right here, this wick here is 510. I don't think that's probably going to be real valid because that was a huge, devastating dump, and I don't trust that. But this one here, and then there's another, like 3 of them here, as you can see, which will be $5.37. That's now resistance. A few days back, I made a video saying that should be support and to open longs in that area. But that now has flipped into resistance, so we will see what happens. Let's go to the daily chart or the hourly chart, and that's why I had 528 stuck on my mind. This initial peak here came up to 528, 529. As you can see, it failed, came back down. It came back down. It bounced directly off that white line again, about a little over 525. Boom, came back down, bounced off this white line, and now we're kind of here. And I've noticed about the 520, 521 is resistance for some reason. It just may be creating a new resistance area in this range. So I've taken profit twice now. I've traded off this bottom line and taken profit at about 520, 517 to 521. So right now we're sitting at 516.7. I wouldn't know to whether, I wouldn't know just long or short, so I'm just out. But like I say, if it comes back down under 505, I will look to open a long. If it comes up here to 526, 525, I'll think about a short, but I don't really trust it. I'd trust it up here at about 535 to 537. I would trust a short up there. And like I say, use a stop loss, put like a stop loss up here just in case, right? Do it the right way. And that's about it. That's about it. Draw that in on your chart at home, folks. I'm sure you're watching other videos, and this probably should correlate with a lot of the stuff you're watching. So just use it how you want it. I'm out of here. Later. Have a good day. Oh, wait. There it is. I want to show the Bitcoin halving clock. It's still 307 days away. Now it could move up, could move back. That's a long ways, right? That's still the bear winter until we get closer to that time. And here's here's the cryptos I've been watching for a long time. I would green light dollar cost averaging on everything you see here for sure, and buy everything's a buy here on this watch list with the understanding that it could all come lower, right? Bitcoin could still come down to 16,000. So don't forget that. But it's a buy with that understanding. If it moves lower, personally, I'll just buy more. I'll just keep buying and buying and buying if it comes lower. There's lots of different strategies. I get confused in my videos. It sounds like I'm contradicting myself. But right, there's trading, and then there's just straight buying that you're going to hold for the next 18 months or so, right? Whenever the next halving cycle peaks out. Right? It's different strategies. Just stay true to your strategy, whatever that is. And as you can see, I have many accounts here with different strategies doing different things. So I could go here and say, I'm buying everything today, right? But, my advice would be to buy right now for you. But, I'm talking about dollar cost averaging for the next 18 months, playing the next cycle. And then I can turn around 30 seconds later and say, short here, short Chainlink at 526, right? Short Bitcoin at 27,100, right? So just keep that in mind. I do misspeak a lot, and you can figure it out on your own. All right, later.